Hello and welcome to another episode of Hard Knock Goalie Life. Uh, on Monday, I had a doubleheader. One, one against a team, one against a team called the Melons, and then uh, the the rematch from the lucky win against the Castaways. Um, in the in the first game, I felt fortunate at times, but I managed. Um, we kind of got behind the eight ball early a few times, but managed to battle back. And whatnot. In regards to the goals scored on me, like the first goal scored on me, is the guy that just decided last minute to just use one of our players as a screen and shoot around her and put one in the low corner as I was kind of going the wrong way. Sometimes it's tough though, especially when it's a screen shot. If you're a defender, the goalies appreciate it that if you're gonna somewhat be in the way of the goaltender to either block the shot or let the goalie see it. Although it was a tough situation because it looked like he was going to take it to the outside, and then just the last minute he decided to shoot. But it is what it is. Now I'm trying to remember how their second goal happened. Yeah, I can't necessarily remember. It's okay though. The I'm happy to say that before they got their third goal, sometimes if it takes a team a very long time to score when you have the lead, and then it's like if you held the fort for throughout most of the game, and then they finally scored, but they need to get one like quickly to tie the game. Sometimes it could work in your favor because then time becomes your friend and becomes the enemy of the other team and whatnot. Because like after the third goal, which it was just a centering pass, and it just deflected up, and I just tried to reach back and catch it, but it just deflected up and I just couldn't get to it. This was right after I made a nice glove save too, where I felt really good about that. Sometimes too, like about the glove save there, it wasn't necessarily like it started off as a low shot, and then where I play, the floor has a lot of bumps or whatnot, and there's one little lump there in the home team zone. So it kind of started off as a low shot, and it just went upwards, and I was fortunate to catch it, make the save. Good. And sometimes that happens in hockey where it's like the shot's just coming and it just bounces up and you have to make a quick reaction. um, it'd be most ideal to find a way to get in front of the ball, but there I was fortunate to make the glove save there, and and keep the ball out and whatnot. So my second game, uh, I wouldn't say it was as solid as it was the first game, but sometimes, like, this was a really high scoring game, and we scored like a lot of goals, and our team, well, I shouldn't say our team, some teams for that matter, they would just have a tendency to let up when they're up by quite a bit, and we kind of did, although we seemed to respond every time we got scored on. So this was kind of a game where, it's hard to focus, because it's like, you kind of feel bad for the other goal. Well, at least I felt bad for the other goalie, who was just getting lit up left and right, not getting much help, whatnot. And it's like, sure enough, the first goal on me, I felt I should have poke checked it, because the guy came in tight on me, and I don't know why I didn't poke check, but oh well. It was just one of those games where I was fortunate that my team was able to have an offensive outburst, because it wasn't necessarily my best game, but it was one of those games where it didn't necessarily matter. And again, sometimes, being a goalie, sometimes you thank your teammates for helping you out, or scoring the goals to get the win, or sometimes the team thanks you for making the big saves to keep the team in it and whatnot. And sure enough, that was the case. I could tell that the other goalie was a bit discouraged from getting lit up. It happens. I've been there. There's been times where I've been lit up and my heart's just wasn't in the game anymore. I just was frustrated to a point where it's like, when's this over, And now sometimes, though, I know that I can't help it, though, because if I'm on a team that's playing just for fun, and sometimes I don't necessarily care about getting lit up, I just go out there and try my best, whatever. But that was certainly a game where it could have went either way, especially after last week where we managed to squeak one out against them. So I can understand if there was some frustration by the other team for their performance. It happens. I've been there, done that, and whatnot. So we have to play them again next week. I'd be surprised if I see that very same performance as last Monday. I think they'll come out. I better be prepared for if they come out stronger and just faster and all around, just better effort. I better be prepared for that. Because not every game is going to go your way. And it happens in ball hockey. It's like you face the team maybe like twice in a short amount of days, and one day they don't look so hot or whatever, and then another day they're firing on all cylinders, or another day it's a tough battle. You just never know. So that's all for me, and stay tuned for another episode of Hard Knock Goalie Life for next week, and until then, take care.